Take this camera. I want to document everything.
And he said, what do you mean get in the cart? I said, get in the shopping cart. And run out the store, I'd jump on him, go tearing down through the parking lot in the dark. You could drop off a cart going about, 15 to 20 miles an hour pretty easily. Hey gang, welcome back to Comedy Parenting Radio. My name's Jerry. I'm your host here, and we're up in Studio B in Marble, Colorado. It's a beautiful, beautiful time to be recording, and I've got the Begley gang here with me. How you guys doing tonight?
We're doing very good.
We're doing good. Good.
Cool. And anybody know what we're going to talk about tonight?
Not really. Cheeseburgers.
Fried pizza.
Cheeseburgers, fried pizza. No. Tonight's topic is shopping cart rodeos.
Shopping cart rodeos.
Yeah, we're going to be right back in just a moment with shopping cart rodeos.
Tree suck press wants your cheeks to hurt. You can laugh a little or you can laugh a lot. When you read other children's books, you have to force yourself to smile now and then. But when you read Dad the Tooth Fairy Didn't Come, you laugh so hard your cheeks hurt. It's your choice, fake smiles or cheeks that hurt. Pick up your copy of Dad the Tooth Fairy Didn't Come wherever lousy comedy books are sold. My cheeks hurt just reading this.
Okay, here we are talking shopping cart rodeos. Have any of you guys ever ridden in a shopping cart?
Yes.
More times than I could count.
When have we not ridden in a shopping cart?
Oh, yeah.
I got to tell you, this shopping cart riding started way before you guys were ever born. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. Before I can assume before some of us were born, but...
No, it started before I was even married.
Really?
Yeah. When I was a bachelor, I used to have a roommate named Jim. This would be the same Jim from Jim Beats the Rangers. And one time we were walking home in Aspen back to our apartment, going down Mill Street, which is a major road going off of the main street in Aspen. And it was freshly blacktopped.
Freshly blacktopped.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds tempting.
And right over there on the side of the road, someone had left a shopping cart.
A shopping cart? What were they doing with a shopping cart?
Well, sometimes people take groceries and they push them, a couple of blocks away from the grocery store, and then they just kind of abandon the cart. So Jim and I thought that we would return the cart, and I said, hey, Jim, do you think we could take it down the road? Because there's a hill. It's about a quarter-mile long hill. And he said, yeah, I suppose we could. I said, get in the cart. And he said, what do you mean get in the cart? I said, get in the shopping cart. So he climbed to the shopping cart, and I pushed it, and then I hopped on the cart and was riding, and I found out that I could drag my shoes on the wheels. I could stand on the cart and drag my shoes against the wheels like brakes, which would turn the cart. So Jim and I had this wild ride down Mill Street in Aspen. Do you know where Mill Street is?
No, where is it?
It goes from the Hotel
Aspen.
Jerome down to the river, down past the...
I know it.
Down by the library.
Ah, that's what it's called.
Can you imagine riding down that road in a shopping cart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This, of course, was before helmets were invented. Anyway, so that was an eye-opener for me that, hey, you could actually ride on a shopping cart safely with your roommate inside the basket, and that's how this all started.
He was a full-grown man, though.
Right, but I had good control of the cart.
Was that hard to control it?
No, it was actually quite easy just by dragging my feet on the wheels. Of course, it wore these giant grooves in my tennis shoes.
I bet.
Anyway, so that's where that all started from, and then we kind of continued that after I got married, and we started having kids, and we would go do grocery runs where we would do one grocery shopping every 3 weeks because we lived up on a ranch and up in the woods, and so we had to drive 40 miles to the grocery store. We would load up 2 full shopping carts full of groceries. and then had all these little kids running around. And what I found was I could have the kids ride on the cart.
So sort of like Uncle Ermin.
Well, a little bit like Uncle Ermin, Uncle Jim there. No, it's a different Jim. Anyway, ride on the carts and just hang on the outside of the carts, and I would stand on the wheels and go. That was when I had like a single cart. So if you can imagine one cart full of groceries, kids hanging off of each side of the cart, and then me riding. And the cool thing about where we went shopping was it was a slanted parking lot.
It was a slanted parking lot.
Yeah, so I would make sure that we parked the car pretty much near the bottom of the slant, and then I would come out with this full load and kids hanging on and jump on the cart and go.
Now that's what I call living life in the fast lane.
Well, it's pretty cool. My wife just kind of put up with it. She was maybe embarrassed at first, but after a while she was kind of proud of the fact that her husband could wheel the cart down through the parking lot without smacking into anybody.
I remember you would tell us, hang on and don't let go.
We'll be back in just a moment here with more shopping cart rodeo stories.
I don't believe it. My savings are gone. They're gone.
You're kidding.
Nope, they're gone. They're gone.
Okay, all right. Think about it. Where did you have them last?
I remember I was home, then I took them, and then I spent them on that vacation to Aruba. Then I bought this miniature suit of armor I saw in the in-flight magazine.
And that's the last you saw of your savings?
Yes.
This is so weird.
I know, right?
Weird? Not really. Not saving now means no money later. You'd be surprised how quickly a little money from every paycheck can really add up. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free ideas and easy ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
The armor is cool, though. Oops. I think I broke its gauntlet.
You broke my favorite part.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Comedy Parenting Radio.
Okay, Shopping Cart Rodeo Stories here with Jerry and the gang up in Studio B. And we're talking about how this all came about. We started out with one shopping cart full of groceries and children, and then it progressed to two as we had more and more children. Some of you guys know we had 7 children total, so we would end up with 2 shopping carts. So I had to be more creative there. What I found out was I could put my foot on the back of the front cart and step up on it, and put my other foot on the front of the back cart and step up on it and hang on to it. And it was sort of like I was the connector between 2 train cars.
Couple?
Yeah, I was the coupling between 2 train cars, exactly correct. And we would be in that parking lot that slants down outside of the grocery store. And if the front cart wasn't too terribly heavy, you can actually twist your hand and point the cart anywhere you want, and you can drive the cart.
Anywhere you want.
Yeah, you could turn the cart. So I would have most of the kids get on the back cart, and the front cart was sort of like the steering cart. And now we had 2 shopping carts, me in the middle, and a bunch of kids hanging on all over the sides.
It was sort of like those trains that run in high urbanized cities where there are people hanging off from the sides and everywhere.
Yeah, it's exactly like that, only it's going through Glenwood Springs, Colorado at the City Market grocery store. Well, we got a little bit more fancy with carts later on, and one time we were at a different grocery store in El Jebel, Colorado, and I just happened to be there with my little beater car that I had, and my wife had the nicer family car. She and the children went into the grocery store, and I was sitting out there in my car. I guess I had just come off of work or something. And I was sitting out there with my daughter Heidi, and there was a huge parking lot, and it was pretty much empty. It was, I don't know what day it was, but it was like the middle of the day. No one was around. And I said, Heidi, let's pick up those carts using the car. And she said, what do you mean? I said, hang on. So we would drive by with my, what kind of car was that little white car?
It was a Toyota Zoyo.
A what?
It was a Toyota Camry.
A Toyota, yeah, it was an old beater Toyota Camry. So don't try this with your nice Lexus car there. Anyway, you could drive right up next to a shopping cart and grab the cart and go driving off toward the little bin where the carts go. And so the cart is actually going beside the car. I've got the window down, and I've grabbed the cart out the window. So we're going through the parking lot, and I found out that I could kind of drive around in a big arch, and I could drive right past that little cart holder and let go, and the cart would go sliding in. And that was pretty cool. So we decided to keep going. After we picked up several shopping carts and dropped them off in the bins, Heidi and I decided we're going to pick up...
It was actually me.
It wasn't Heidi?
No, I'm honored that you think I'm her, but it was actually me.
Oh, it's Courtney. Okay, Courtney and I... What was it like riding in the car while we were picking up carts?
It was fun.
That's kind of cool. So you hear them rattling and whatnot, the wind coming through the window and all that.
And the teeth rattling.
Yeah. Anyway, Courtney and I made a little game out of it, like a rodeo, where we would drive around really fast, pick up these carts, and then herd them into the little stanchion there that holds them. And you could drop off a cart going about, 15 to 20 miles an hour pretty easily?
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. You just have to make sure you're not smacking into that metal bar there that holds the carts. The kid that comes outside and rounds up the carts just stood there watching, because we were pulling carts from 50 or 100 yards away up to the stanchions, and he was pretty happy that all the carts ended up in one spot. So yeah, he was our only person watching.
Everybody else had gone home for the night.
It wasn't nighttime.
Everyone else had gone home for the mid-morning.
It wasn't mid-morning.
For the evening.
Everyone else had gone home for the entire day.
Sure. Okay, Shopping Cart Rodeo. We'll be back in just a moment.
Dave, what are you doing?
Just sending a gift to Dave 2037.
Who?
Me in the future. I save a little money from every paycheck as a gift to Dave 2037, so he can spend it on things like anti-gravity boots or a hologram Doberman, something cool like that. I think Dave 2037 deserves it. He worked hard. What are you getting Steve 2037?
I guess I was thinking Steve 2037 would just fend for himself.
Well, all right, but don't expect to be borrowing my anti-gravity boots.
You want to have money in your future? You got to start saving now. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free ideas and easy ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
Hey, let's just hope Steve 2037 doesn't get his hands on a cold time machine, because he is going to come back here and knock some sense into you.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
There was a guy inventing a shark bite suit. There's only one way to test that. All right, Jimmy, got that shark suit on, looks good. They want you to jump in this pool of sharks, and you tell us if it hurts when they bite you. Well, all right. Hold my sign, I don't want to lose it.
You've been listening to Comedy Parenting Radio with Jerry and the Begley Gang up here, and we're talking about shopping cart rodeos. And nowadays, it's just pretty common to ride the carts, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
As a matter of fact, when I would get off work every evening about 9:30 and go to the grocery store, I would just go to get a soda or a drink or something like that for my drive home and to ride the shopping cart. So I'd grab 2 empty carts and run out the store and jump on them, go tearing down through the parking lot in the dark. And I did have a guy last year who saw me curve and pull right up to my car and stop with the carts. And he came over, and he was the guy who picks up the carts, and he said, I heard about you.
So, was that good that he heard about you?
Was it bad?
I really don't care if it's good or bad. It was just what it was. So, anyway.
You're infamously famous.
Yeah, the famous shopping cart rider of Glenwood Springs, Colorado. Thanks for coming out today, guys. Comedy Parenting Radio. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
The revolution will be broadcast.